Yeah, I mean, well, Roger Goodell has got a problem. I mean, with all the concussion things that are going on. And did you see that play in the Monday night game when Carr got sacked and they called a roughing the passer? It just seems that things aren't reality isn't matching up with the way the referees are calling the rules.
NFL owners meeting Monday and Tuesday. Their mid-fall meeting. They will evaluate what is roughing the quarterback. That's the question around the league. John, we're 5 weeks into the season. 13 quarterbacks have been hurt in 5 weeks. Concussions, hits, knees, shoulders. It's 13 starting quarterbacks have gone down with significant injuries. A couple of clubs have lost both their quarterbacks, led by what's happened in Miami to Tua and to Teddy Bridgewater. The burning question in the league is the hits. And now they are discussing, it's not in proposal form yet, John, but they are discussing using instant replay video in the booth, not a coach's challenge, in the booth. We know that the booth automatically reviews touchdowns and turnovers. Well, the booth is now possibly have the opportunity to do video replay immediately on hits on the quarterback. Is it roughing the passer? Was it incidental contact? Was it accidental? Was it intentional? And the question is, we know about head hits. That's roughing the passer.
Mm-hmm.
But now we got this whole synergy of pass rushers taking players and slinging them into the turf. We've had like 3 major incidents in the last couple of weeks where guys got hurt and they threw flags. What are they going to do about slinging? What are they going to do about hits to the knees? We had a couple incidents where late hits. What do they do about launching into a quarterback when the ball's away? It's a very complicated issue because you can't ask a player to go after that quarterback, get airborne, and now suddenly stop himself when the ball's away. You can't do that. It's going to be very challenging, but you got the technology to get this thing right. We've had only 29 roughing calls in the first 5 weeks of the season, which is a lot less than we've had in the past. Is that because the officials are letting this stuff go? Or, I mean, here's the bottom line. You got 13 quarterbacks hurt in 5 weeks. So now the league has to really evaluate what is roughing, what is just a football play, and are we protecting the quarterbacks lesser than we did before? Should we be protecting them more, considering how important that position is? And some of the hits have just been savage, just terrible. So that's what Roger Goodell is going to meet with the competition committee and the owners as to, do they make a change? Do we add video replay in the booth, not a coach's challenge, in the booth? Was that roughing? Was it a football play? Tough call.
I think you've got it right. I think they have the technology to fix this. We're dealing with the same thing in baseball. Ultimately as fans, we just want them to get it right. And if there's a little bit of a delay, I don't have a problem with that. But at the same time, they have to protect the quarterbacks. They have to protect all of the players from vicious hits, from the head injuries. And from an economic point of view, those quarterbacks, those are the star players. I mean, so they've got to be able to protect those assets as well. So I'd like that call. Let's get someone in the booth and review it.
It's interesting. Andy Reid coming out of that game with the Chiefs and the Chargers. I just said Chiefs and the Raiders. Andy Reid said, "I want you to protect my quarterback, but I want you to let my guys play football too."
Yeah, right.
So we're flipping here. Tough call.